Hello, I am Demetri and welcome to Don't Give Up. This is episode 6. Wow, and today is called Reviews, and so we're going to review some of the past Don't Give Ups to encourage you to go to YouTube and also MySpace TV to look at the other ones, and also to encourage you. So you'll see a lot of awesome videos from the past month or so. So enjoy. I know your life could be really bad, but as you know, it could be much worse. And cutting yourself. It's about people seeing the true you, but they won't see the true you if you're dead. Can they? And they can't see the true you if you're hiding who you are underneath a mask. I've cut myself. And when I cut myself, I use glass, I use razor blades, I use my earrings, I use everything that I could find to cut myself. Because I wanted to die. I was suicidal. Now don't confuse cutting yourself with being suicidal. There are many people who do cut themselves who are not suicidal. It is not the same. Some people think it's the same, but it's not the same. People who cut themselves tend to do that to gain control. People who commit suicide have lost control. That's the difference. Either way, if you felt like you've lost control, that everything is spinning out of control in your life, don't give up. Things will get better. Don't give up. I know friends may have left you, friends may have talked about you, you may have had a bad relationship with a boy, you may have had a bad relationship with a girl, but don't give up. You need to be alive. Your life is so important. You're important. You're so special. And the reality, when you look on your arm, or you look on your leg, or your wherever it is that you cut yourself, did it change the situation that you're in? No. The only thing it changed was your body. These scars that will never go away on the outside. But the scars on the inside, they can go away forever. And you can be a light to this dark world. You can use your pain and struggles that you went through to help people. Your life is important. Don't give up. So our next guest is all the way from America. His name is Adam, and here he comes.
Hey Demetri.
What's up, man? welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Say hello to the people out there.
Hey everybody.
What was the hardest thing that you dealt with as a teenager inside of your family?
Not having a close relationship with my father. I didn't feel acceptance from him. I didn't feel loved by him, and so I sought these things from other places, from friends, from the world. I did run away at one point, and I became involved with drugs very quickly, and other dangerous things. For a parent to protect their child, they have to provide for them A, protection, B, love. They have to communicate to their child that they are loved for who they are.
And if a child says, I hate my parents, why do you think any teenager would say, I hate my parents?
As a teenager, I did say that, and I said that to my parents at certain times. And I think the reason that I said that to them, the reason that I felt that, was because I was so angry with them. And I think that anybody that would say that, it's because their parents at some point in their life wounded them and destroyed their world. They felt that their parents at some point did something against them that was so bad that it destroyed their identity and who they are.
Thank you very much for sharing and being a part of Don't Give Up, and don't give up.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, when I was 3 years old, I was adopted by a family. And I lived with the family until I was 12 years old. At 12 years old, the government took me away from the family because I was being physically abused and I was being neglected. They weren't at home so much because they were so busy working. But I was really physically abused with marks all over my back, all kinds of things. And but my whole thing when I was in a foster home and when I was in orphanages, the only thing I could think about was getting back home, because they took me away from the family so that the family could change their life and do things better so that I can go back and live with them. So every day all I can think about is, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. I can't wait to go home. The family would come and visit me sometimes and talk about how soon I would be home. I'd be so happy. The other kids, you know, I would tell them, I'm not like you. I'm going to be going home. So I had this joy inside of me, and all I could think about was the future of one day going back away from the orphanage, away from the foster home, and being a normal child again. But when I was 12 years old, my social worker came to me and said, your parents signed away their parental rights. Basically what that means is they divorced me. And I thought, how could anybody do that? I was 12 years old, and now I don't have any family. I was never going to go home. I was going to live my life in an orphanage. I carried this pain, anger, hurt for so long. I carried it for so long. And then I realized that I had to forgive them. Now, do they deserve to be forgiven? Did they do anything to be forgiven? No. See, forgiveness is not always because they deserve to be forgiven. It's really powerful when you forgive people even when they don't deserve it. And let me tell you why. When I forgave them, it released the pain. It took the burden off of my back. It took the weight off of my shoulder. I wasn't really forgiving them for them. I was forgiving them for me, so that I could be free. You can make your choice. I'm not going to say don't do drugs. I'm not your father. I'm just some weird black guy in the computer, huh? So you do what you want to do. But I want you to know that it's going to have consequences. It's going to have consequences inside of you, in your future, in your mind. I know some people who are permanently in their head messed up forever. This one beautiful boy I know named Raven, he took an acid trip and he never came back. He's still gone. Drugs are fun. I love drugs. But do the drugs love you? Or the drugs terrifying you? Are the drugs destroying you? Are the drugs making you do things you don't want to do? Having sex with the wrong people? Being in the wrong places? Making the wrong crimes? Is it destroying a relationship with your parents? Is it destroying a relationship with your friends? I love drugs. But do the drugs love you? Are you being dishonest? Are you stealing? Has it changed your personality? Are you a different person now than you were then? And you don't think you can be that person anymore? You can. I'm not going to tell you to stop drugs. I'm not going to tell you to do anything. I just want you to think. Think. Is this what you really want? Oh, I only do drugs on the weekend. That's the way it always starts, only on the weekends. Huh? And then the weekends become weekdays, months. And then you've lost who you are. I've seen so many people who are nice, beautiful people become dirty criminals because they chose. I want you to think. So that was a short clip of what we had in the past. I am excited about our future together. It's going to be awesome. Remember that you're special. There's no one like you. I love you with a great love. And that deep love will only become stronger. Until next time.